Barry Sanders is the Lion King, but all the Detroit records he currently holds once belonged to another back with similar initials and the same number 20, Billy Sims.
You know, I was honored when Coach asked me did I want to have the same jersey number, that I was considered an equal or being compared with Billy Sims, because he was a great back, and I was growing up in Kansas when I first saw him. Because, you know, my father was the hugest OU fan in the world, and so he could tell you every OU running back for the last 20 years. And so, obviously, at the top of that list would be Billy Sims.
Billy had it all. Billy had the strength, the size, the great speed, and the running ability, plus the mental and physical toughness. He just was the bigger, the stronger, the faster of all the backs I ever had, so that made him the best.
The Heisman Trophy winner was eventually selected by the lowly Lions as the first pick in the 1980 draft.
Well, at first when they said Detroit was going to draft, I was like, Detroit? No, it was 2-14. I knew the record. And coming out my rookie year, I was sort of a little older than most rookies coming out at 24. And I knew then I didn't have a lot of years to play professional football. So about a week after I was there, they made it real clear. Coach Clark threw me into the frying pan immediately. You know, so I challenged that. I wanted that. I wanted to carry the workload, whatever I could do to help turn this franchise around.
We went to LA to open up his rookie year, and he just literally exploded. And I had never seen anything like it. And he kept coming back to the huddle and saying, they're tiring out, give me the ball. And he just ran and ran. And that first game, he put on a show that we just couldn't believe. He really elevated our team from, you know, we only won 2 games the year before to a legitimate contender in 1 game. Once we saw we had him, it made our whole offense.
And the first game was just phenomenal. And that's when he did that airplane thing and came into the end zone and put his arms out and swooped down, and it was neat. The little hair stood in the back of your neck, and you knew you were part of something that was really happening.
The airplane? I don't know. They had a dance in Detroit after that. It was funny. I saw a guy in a nightclub one time doing the airplane. I said, hey, that's my dance.
I can still see him on a goal line, levitating and going over the top. I mean, he seemed like he could get 6 or 7 feet in the air over the linebackers trying to hit him at the line of scrimmage. There's no reason why he shouldn't be listed among the great runners. I mean, we didn't have much of a passing game, but we were so far ahead of everybody a few of those years when I was there with Billy running the ball that we were number 1 in offense, way ahead of everybody without a passing game. He was a great cutback runner. It's toss sweep. Nobody ran it any better than he did. He was a threat to go all the way every time he touched the football.
Sims' running made the Lions winners, while his character and decency earned him the love and respect of his teammates.
I had a daughter that died a Thursday before a big game against the Green Bay Packers, and was forced to miss practice Thursday and Friday and Saturday for that, and still decided to play the game Sunday. And Billy was in the huddle saying, just get me the ball, I'll win it for you. And we threw him a short little pass, and he took it all the way, and he came back and said, I dedicated that game to you. And we won the game, and he just, the whole game, he was just on fire.
And he was the workhorse. He was the rallying point, and he was the guy. He was the team for, that number of years, and never really complained, never really played to his hardest extent, and played injured. And those things, after a while, they accumulate, and they add up. And he played through it. And being the workhorse for that many years, it catches up to you.
I guess I was probably like 11 or 12. Very often we would go over to our friends in the McGannon's house and watch the Lions games, and that was because they had Billy Sims. There was this great sense like, oh, this guy might make a real difference. And there's this crazy run where the quarterback pitched him the ball. Billy got past the line, and he ran up, he jumped on a guy's back, like his leg went on a guy's back, and he kicked off of that guy. Another guy came from the side and he kicked that guy. So he used this dude as a launching pad to karate kick this guy.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
After that, I kind of went, oh, that's it, I'm watching football. Because if anything like that ever happens again, I don't want to miss it.
Get out of the way, Steve Brown, here comes Billy Sims. He's launched, he's a rocket.
This play made the 98 greatest play in the
Really? I had a lot of great runs. It wasn't the only one I've had, during my career.
In Oklahoma, Billy Sims has been immortalized. In Detroit, he was recently announced as part of their all-time team. But when people see the Lions number 20, they usually think about a different running back with the same initials, who happened to be one of his biggest fans.
The fact that my dad was a big Oklahoma Sooner fan had a lot to do with how much I know about Billy. I loved his style, a fluid, dynamic, electric runner. I love the afro sticking out the back of the helmet. Before my day, he was the guy that everyone identified with number 20. I believe there's some similarities in kind of being slippery and elusive. He was probably more power in some ways.
Two totally different backs, completely, and I think that's what's missing. Barry Sanders is amazing. He could lose 10 as well as gain 20. Billy was a workhorse. Billy was always going to get positive yards no matter what.
Billy Sims will have another Lions first down. That's just raw, athletic, running talent.
Sims, unlike Sanders, thrived in short yardage situations.
1 yard, 2 yards, 3 yards, he was going to leap over the top.
I used to take gymnastic classes growing up in St. Louis, diving over stuff, tumbling and all that stuff.
The biggest difference between Sims and Sanders was what they did once they reached the end zone.
Barry was really quiet. Barry would cross the goal line and hand the ball to the, which, you know, it got its own respect in a certain way. Billy came through, man, high knee in it and doing the airplane, man.
He's certainly outgoing, almost like a magnetic personality, attracts people.
Sims' ability to draw a crowd began in high school in Hooks, Texas.
Everybody knew who he was. You know, he was the #1 back in the state of Texas.